Alright guys, today we are going to be looking at the Bobcat, my first commercial mower, and I actually have the cover somewhere back there, hidden somewhere. Anyway, that is a 36-inch Bobcat with, it's got a 15.5 Briggs on it. At one point, ever who have any, this is just a service tag ride, had some work done on it, had to have a new PTO put in it. I could have done that, but anyway, they took the pull start off, put an electric on it. So I got the battery charging right now. We're going to fire it up. I got to put the blades back on it. Fire it up, let it run for a little bit, and just make sure everything's working. Because I keep this. I didn't take it out at all this year, but it is a backup mower. So I make sure it keeps running. And I didn't know when I first got it. I didn't know what to look for. But the reason I found out that they put the electric start on it was because right there, that mount is broke and that mount is broke. So you can't, there's no way to mount that to the motor without getting crazy. And so that's why the electric is on there. That's why they took the pull start totally off. You can't pull it. So anyway, that's what we got going on today. We're going to work on the Bobcat, maybe pretty it up a little bit, get it running a little bit, make sure everything's all good to go. And I'm going to run some sea foam through it. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. So I take the batteries off, especially if this thing was stored outside all summer. So let's keep the battery off of it. Got a little like staging area for batteries over to the side, and I have a little trickle charger. I keep all my batteries on that. So yeah, I used to run this and the Honda with my mowers, and like I said, it cuts well. I like it. I have a problem with it. It's just, it was having some starting issues. Didn't always want to start. Would have to kick it around, I guess. It's old. It's not very fast. Now, at the time, I thought, when I first started running this mower, I thought this was a heavy mower. And was always like, oh, I don't want to get stuck having to push this thing up on a trailer or blah blah blah. I was always worried about how heavy the mower was. This mower, compared to the Gravely, nothing. It's like comparing, you know, your normal 30-inch, like a Time Master, to a 21 of some kind. It's so much lighter, and I didn't realize it until I pushed the Gravely all year, or walked behind the Gravely all year, whatever. Yeah, this thing's way lighter. But I just wanted to clean it up today. I've got some new stickers for it I may put on if I can find them. But I want to get the blades, and I know those blades are old and ate up. I just wanted to get them kind of sharpened, get some Rust-Oleum, you know, clean them up a little bit, put some Rust-Oleum on them, put it back under the deck. I'm going to fire it up, make sure it works. I'm not going to be able to totally winterize these heavier mowers, so I'm going to have to come out and start them periodically. Some things are changing. I'm going to be moving, so I don't want to totally winterize these things and then have to go back through getting them all fired up again so I can get them onto trailers and stuff. But so the bigger mowers, they're going to be sitting with fuel. The good thing is I can put Stable or Seafoam or whatever in them, and I can turn the fuel off at the tanks, and I can run the lines dry. That'll be perfectly fine. That way starting them back up will be easy. So yeah, so that's what we got going on with the Bobcat. Got it cleaned. I'm going to find the deck top for it. It's right over there in the corner, I see. Cleaned it up, put that back on. Belt looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't have any cracks. Doesn't look like it's dry rot at all, so we're good there. I know the drive belts are good. So yeah, so let's get to putting these blades under here, putting that top on. Let's fire this thing up. A Bobcat by Jacobsen. A lot of them that you're going to run into out there are going to be by Ransom. This is a Jacobsen Bobcat, and you have to have that plate off to pull your blades, because that goes all the way through. So instead of just being able to pull a blade bolt off, you have to pull this long bolt all the way through the spindle to put your blades back on. So let's do that. Good thing about this mower and it being light, you don't really need a jack for it. It's super light. If this mower were to fall while you were dinking around underneath it, it would be nothing to pick it up off of you. I mean, literally weighs nothing. I mean, it's really light mower. But anyway, that's what we got to do. Let's put these blades back on. All I'm doing is holding the bolt on the bottom like you normally do. Take your mower blades off. Of course, these are already loose because there's no blades on it. That's a spacer. So that got grass string wound up on it. Here's another little spacer. So that comes out the bottom of your spindle. So my fifth is the spindle. Your blade will be there. And of course this on top of the pulley. And that's how the blade sits in the mower. So let's put in this mower. This is always the last one I do because I can do it by hand or without crawling under the mower. That one I have to crawl under the mower just to get to it properly. And I always set the milk crate in my or bucket or whatever it is I'm using. Now sometimes, the one thing that sucks about this, I'm try to get it to work is the my electric impact driver that I got from Harbor Freight, the little Chicago guy, is it's too long because that's as far as I can get it. I guess if I don't beat myself in the head, I might be able to keep that jacked up there enough to be able to do something. It's just a lot of money that my company would be putting forth for not making any money off of it. Ah, damn it. Alright? I don't know. That should be right. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the bolt through the blade, and then we'll push it up through the spindle. The blades are still a little sticky from the paint. I'm just impatient. So drop the washer on that spacer. And the bottom of this deck, and I won't do it till summertime because I just can't do that much painting in here. It needs to be hard pressure washed, and I need to either spray it with Rust-Oleum or, well, definitely Rust-Oleum. It needs to be painted. It's starting to rust. There's no pits, but it's definitely starting to get some rust in it from sitting around, lack of use. And like I said, this mower set. Little Chicago impact driver, or impact wrench, I mean. Let's see if this is going to work right for us. Damn it. Alright, that's what I was afraid of. It's spinning the top. Alright, I'll do it this way. This is one of the things I don't like about this mower. Is the blades are. Alright. Over to the next one. Let's see, this is the one where I need to lift the mower up higher. I don't know if that'll be enough. Ha ha ha, he says. Just enough. That's all we got to do. Just tightening the blades down. Looks all good. Now we can put the hood on. Just give it a little boost right now. See if we can get us a, make sure we're in neutral. turned, let's see if I can get this off of here. So what I did was, there's a little, get this up out of the way. I don't know if you guys can see right here. That's where the fuel shutoff is for the tank. And so yeah, so that's what I did was shut that off so I could run my fuel filter. See, the fuel filter's empty now. So now I can change the fuel filter out. And as you guys can see, even though this guy's set the entire season, I'm 99% positive I never tried to start this thing. But I keep it as a backup for the Gravely over there. And as you guys can see, I put a little starter fluid in it before I even tried it. Just because it's set for a whole season, why not? And you guys heard it, fired right up. Blades were going. It took me a minute to remember the PTO is different on this one. And it died first because that was switched off. So I had to switch that on before I pulled the PTO up. And there we go. It sounded like it was a little bit fuel starved at first. You could hear the engine surge in there, and that was the fuel starving. After it warmed up, it seemed to smooth out quite a bit, but I'm pretty sure the fuel filter is going to fix that. And but yeah, sounded like the blades were working good. And I think what I'll do, I'm going to try to clean this wire mess up a little bit and make it look a little bit better. Clean this up, put new stickers on it, but I won't do that until the summertime when I can really wash it down. But yeah, there we go. An old mower, but I will keep it until whenever because it makes a good backup mower. The Bobcat by Jacobsen, 36-inch belt drive. I have a jungle wheel sulky for it, and the steel. What is that? It's not the aluminum grass catcher. It's the heavy one, grass gobbler for it, and it works great. What I really like about this mower and the grass gobbler is I don't have to remove my chute. It hooks up just like that. So when I want to, all you do is it hooks one part through here, clamps down right there, and I can bag, or I can take it off and throw that down, and I can discharge if I want to discharge with a chute. One thing I don't like about it is I don't like these guys. This is how you adjust the front. You take these off. These are all 1/2 inch spacers, and that's how you change your height. Somebody was telling me once this was too low of a cut because they were counting spacers. Look at that. That's 3 inches is where I'm at, and then the blades are up behind the lip, so you got another 1/2 inch from that. Now the back of the mower is a total different story on changing this thing around. As you can see in there, all that you have to change the height of the mower back here. That is a huge pain in the butt. I don't care what anybody says, moving that bolt, which I may do it this year since it is a backup mower. I would like to get it into that next notch to change that the back deck height. So that's one thing I'll be doing to this mower back here. I don't know if you guys can see any of that. So yeah, so there we go. 36-inch Bobcat by Jacobsen, belt drive, walk behind. Older than dirt and still kicking.